So welcome. Welcome to all of you that are joining me for the 5 steps to turn your passion into a successful business. So first and foremost, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Galit, and I am your host. I put up a picture of my children because I have to tell you that my 3 blessings are really my motivation. They're the ones that get me out of bed in the morning. They're the ones that help me strive to be everything that I want to be because I recognize that I'm a role model for them. A lot of you moms can relate to that. I also want to share with you a story of why I think it's so important to teach as many women as I can how to turn their passion into a business. Not just because of the support that many women need, but also because of the how. I've been an entrepreneur for over 20 years. My first career was a commercial real estate agent in Las Vegas. And the story goes like this. I entered into a career where the average age of a commercial real estate agent was 40 and mostly male. I was actually the minority. And what I found was there wasn't really an open door to help me, to support me, to get ahead. I kind of had to find my way on my own. I'm going to say it was a struggle. There were many times when I was in my early 20s, even late 20s, where I would try to sell a building to somebody in the millions. And most of my clients were male as well. And they would look at me and not really trust what I was saying. So I had to prove myself. So I vowed after that to do everything that I could to help other women in my field have the support that they needed, as well as the how to get ahead. And that is probably where my world started in my late 20s to early 30s in being a mentor to other women that wanted to enter the commercial real estate field. My 20 plus years of entrepreneurship has not come without its struggles. Also being a single mom and going from a double income to a single income, your lifestyle changes and your life changes. But I'm so blessed because I've still been able to do something that I've loved my entire career as an entrepreneur. And that's why it was so important for me to share that with you today. Aside from being an entrepreneur, I strive to empower women to do what they love and be the best at what they do. I live in Las Vegas. I love my city. I hold a lot of what I do in my community because I believe that I can do just as much good globally as I can locally. Business is definitely in my blood, and it's something that I've been able to share with many women from my experiences of the go-tos and the not go-tos, the successes and the not so much successes in my 20 plus years of being an entrepreneur. What you can expect from this webinar. What you can expect from this webinar is knowledge, expertise, and insight into what it really takes to turn your passion into your business. And not just what it takes, but also how to learn what your passion is if you don't know. Some of us do, some of us don't, but there's a way to find out. What is your passion? It's interesting because I get asked this a lot. How do I find out what my passion is? Some women know, some don't. When you don't know and you're not sure, what do you do? What do you do? How do you figure out what your passion is? First and foremost, what do you talk about the most? What do you spend a lot of your day talking about? Is it being healthy? Is it the creativeness of the product that you're creating for others? Is it wanting to help other women? What is it? It could be so many different things. What do you post about most on Facebook? It's funny, sometimes I'll watch women that I see on Facebook post over and over again about things, and I'll kind of have an idea of what their passion is before they even really do. And then I'll post something and say, well, what are you passionate about? And someone will say, I don't know. And then I message them, I say, I have a feeling you do. Let me help you figure that out. More than anything, passion is connected to emotion. I cannot tell you, one of the first times that one of my clients got on a call with me, even just a pre-discovery call before they even hired me, and she started talking about how much she loves helping other people find their way to health. And she started crying. I even get a little bit choked up when I talk about it, because those tears to me tell me she's digging deep. And that tells me that's what she's passionate about. So if you want to try to figure out what you're passionate about, think about what gets you choked up. Now, please let me explain. This is a little bit different than when you talk about your kids, or talk about your husband, or talk about your friends. We get choked up sometimes about that too. This has to do specifically and only with you. What do you love to do? We'll be talking a lot about that in the 5 steps in a few minutes. You really want to recognize that having a passion business means you're doing something that you love. What is it that you love to do? Do you love to write? Do you love to create? Do you love to market? Do you have a product that you love making? I have a client that she is so passionate about making healthy bars, because she recognizes that a lot of the bars out there are not so healthy. So she's making her own healthy nutritional bars because she wants to be able to make it easy for children that don't have the capability of getting nutrition, or even the elderly. That's something she loves to do, which entails baking. Do you love to write? Are you a spiritual person that loves to share what's happening in the world and the energies? Do you love empowering others? Dig deep and try to think about, what is it you love to do? Could you imagine waking up every day excited to work in your business? I have to tell you, one of the things I teach my clients is boundaries, because what happens is they fall so in love with their passion business that they actually have to set up a time to start and end, because they'll just keep working and working and working. And one of the things that is really important when you start figuring out what you want to do with your passion and how to turn it into a business is you need to recognize you have to also have balance. Balance in your lifestyle, the lifestyle that you desire. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. How many jobs have you had where you were underappreciated and overworked? The jump from employee to entrepreneur isn't always the easiest, but one of the most rewarding things for many of the women that I work with is they get to appreciate themselves. They get to build their own dream. They're not building somebody else's dream. I have one client that she's had over 20 different jobs. Not because there's anything wrong with her, but because every time she helped her boss build up another dream, they let her go so they didn't have to increase her pay, even though she's one of the reasons why they're so successful. So now we're going to go ahead and start discussing the 5 steps. I really wanted to go through how to find your passion, and can you see yourself doing what you love first? So the 5 steps to turning your passion into a successful business can also work for somebody that has a business right now that is looking to take it to the next level. Maybe it's not profiting the way that they want to. If your business at this time is not profiting the way that you want it to, take these steps and incorporate them, and you will see an increase in your income. If you're looking to turn your passion into a business, these 5 steps will get you on the starting path to doing so as well. Step 1. First and foremost, if you've attended any of my workshops or you've worked with me, you will know that everything starts with a vision. You must have a vision for your business. Now, This vision is going to entail quite a few details. Some of the details are going to be, what kind of lifestyle do you want to have? Do you want to have the ability to work from anywhere? Do you want to have the ability to take off a week every month? I have clients that I work with that we have set up a system where they work 3 weeks out of 4. And the 4th week they spend on creating for their business. So you want to make sure you write down as many details as you can have for your vision for your business. One of the things that you want to do is you want to close your eyes. You want to take the time to really go within and see the details in your vision, and then you want to write down as many of those details as possible. I believe that if you don't have a vision, you don't really know what you want from your business, and you don't really have a starting point. So if you have a current business, revisit that vision. Does your current business match the vision that you have for your business? If not, you want to make sure that you adjust that. Where would your business be conducted? Some of the women I work with have small children. They know that they want to work from home. So they have set up their lifestyle and their business around that desire. They only want to work 3 days a week. They set up their business and their vision around that. Do you want to work full-time? I know that I love working full-time, but by my standards. I also know that I want to be able to work from anywhere, and that is possible with very many passion businesses. Even if you are a customer-based business where you need to be in front of your customer, you still have the ability to set up a week out of the month where you take off. Don't discount that. So you want to look at the lifestyle you want to build. You want to look at, do you want to work part-time or full-time? You want to look at, do you want to work from home or do you want to have an office? These are all details that are going to go into the vision for your business. How would it feel doing what you love? I talk a lot about emotion. I talk a lot about emotion because when you connect with your emotion, that is your passion business. You want to make sure that whatever you do what you love every day. If you find your gift and you want to share it, if you want to have purpose in your business, then that's what you do. You want to know, do you feel powerful? Do you feel rewarding? Do you love your new business? Step 2, know what you're good at. It's interesting because we all are good at a lot of things, but we don't always know what those things are. So how do you figure that out? The first thing that you want to do is you want to start making a list. You want to make a list of all the things that you think you are good at. Some ideas, are you good at organization? Are you a people person? Are you good at implementing other people's ideas? Or are you the idea person? Are you good with technology? Do you prefer not touching technology? What are the things that you are good at? You want to make sure you also write a list of all the things that others tell you you're good at. We do not realize how much we can build and learn from the people that are around us that tell us, oh my gosh, you're such a great listener. You know, you're really good at holding me accountable when I say I don't want to go to the gym. Think about all the things that you do for free every day that you're really good at. Put those things on your list. Now, what you want to do is you want to think about everything that you're good at. You want to think about everything that you're interested at on that list and interested in doing that you love, and then that is going to be your sweet spot. That is going to be the list of things that you're good at, that you're going to be able to implement in your business and potentially offer your clients. Step 3. One of the first things I do with my clients is I have them research the market. They need to know what else is out there. Now, I have a client. She's so passionate about her business. She's so excited about being a personal trainer. She went and she researched the market and it scared her. That's not what I intend this to do. What I tend this to do is give you knowledge and information so you know what people are charging. Who else is out there that is doing what you're doing? For this client that got a little scared, I had her step back and I said, look, there's only one you. You're unique to yourself. Your product is unique to you. The way that you are a personal trainer is unique to you. You need to recognize the other 1,000 people that you saw out there that are personal trainers, they're not going to do it the way you are. Your clients are going to choose you because of who you are. So don't allow the researching to scare you. Instead, think of it as being powerful. Think of it as a place where it's going to give you information that you can use in your business. The competition is your friend. There is enough room out there for you in the market as well. One of the things that you can do when you look at the competitor is you can learn from them in learning what you love to do. For example, if they have a website that you absolutely love and totally speaks to you, that's something that they do that you love. If they have a program that emails you every week and says, how are you doing on those goals? That's something that you love. You want to learn from them because they're already out there and they're successful. So make sure you follow them on Facebook, sign up for their newsletters, go to their website, even jump on a webinar with them. So you can learn about what they do that you love so you can implement that into your business. You're also going to learn what they're doing that you don't like. Very important. So there's two reasons for this. First and foremost, I'll give you an example. One of my photography clients, she jumped on some photography websites and didn't like the way that they put their portfolio together. So I said, that's okay. Now you know what you don't like. She also knows that she's not a techie person. So we know that we're going to have to outsource her advertising. When you put together a list of things that you don't like from your competitors or the things that you see them doing, that will give you a list of things that you don't want to do in your business, as well as a list of things to outsource to others. Because at the end of the day, you want to spend as much time as possible in your business doing the things that you love. That's what makes it so fun. Step 4, know what you have to offer. Now, this is a little bit different than knowing what you love to do or knowing what you're good at. Because in this place, you're going to put together a list of the top 5 things that you're going to offer your clients. Now, there's a few ways to look at this. If you are going to be offering them a service, what are the top 5 services you're going to be offering them? I have a woman that she's a nutrition coach that I work with. And we put together a list of the top 5 goals and top 5 offers she wants to offer her clients. Now, when she first started working with me, she was doing all this for free, posting, sharing her recipes, had a blog, everything that you could imagine. And she had women that were really, really inspired by her. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing things for free, guys. You see how much I offer out there because I love to give. But if you want to turn your passion into a business and you want to do it every day, you need to also make a living and you need to recognize that. So what I did with her is we set up things that she would offer on her blog posts and on her Facebook for free. And then we set up the top 5 things that she would offer to her clients because she wanted to be a health and nutrition coach. So that is the service. Now, if you have a product that you're offering your clients, you want to make sure at first that you don't offer more than 5 products. Now, that doesn't mean you can't offer 100 later, but you want to make sure that you set yourself up as an expert in your field. Now, There are a lot of websites out there and a lot of companies that are offering hundreds of makeup items or hundreds of health nutrition items. That's okay. But when you start selling you to those people, pick 5 of your favorite and market to them only those 5 and become the expert in those 5. It allows them to focus more and not get so confused on what you're offering. Now, it is very important when we're talking about service and product to recognize value. Is the value in your product or is the value in your service? If the value is in your product, is the value in the way you are going to offer that product? Is the value in working through you and purchasing through you so they continue to purchase through you because there's hundreds of other distributors out there? You want to really recognize on what value you offer. That would be in your top 5. Step 5, and a very important step. You must envision your client. Look, the more crystal clear that you can get on your client, the more that you will be able to target your marketing, your advertising, your promos, everything to that client. At first, you want to be as clear as possible on your client, male or female, both. Age group, what do they do? Where do they eat? Where do they work? Where do they hang out on a Friday night? Do they have children? Do they not have children? Who's going to pay you your value for your service or purchase your product? These are the things that are going to make life easier for you when you're out there marketing yourself or your product. You want to recognize that you take what you are really good at, what your client is willing to pay for, what and who you like working with, and right in the center, that's going to be your ideal client in every single way. So what you want to do is you want to create your own avatar. Write down as many details as you can about your client. Now, if you don't know who your client is, go back to step 3 and research the market. Research what other people in your field or fields that are like yours, who their clients are, who's following them, who's purchasing from them, who's showing up in their groups. That's going to help you envision your client. So let's review. We've gone over the 5 steps to turn your passion into a successful business or take your current passion business to the next level. You must know what your vision is for your business. The more details in the lifestyle that you want to have, how much you want to work, where do you want to work? Do you want to work from home? Do you want to work from an office? Do you want to have a flexible schedule? All of those things are going to be in your vision. You must know what you're good at. The way that you do that, you take the list that you've made of all the things that you know you're good at. You take the list of things that other people tell you you're good at. You combine them and you find what you're most interested in and would love to do the most. And that's going to be the I'm good at it list. 3, research the market. Find out about your competitors. Find out what they're doing. Find out what they're doing that you love and don't love. Make a list of all the things you want to do like them. Remember, it's not duplicating them, it's learning from them. 4, know what you have to offer. Recognize that if you come up with 5 products or 5 services, it'll make it easier for you to market yourself. And envision your client. The more detail that you can get on your client, the more that you're going to be able to target that client. And at the end of the day, we know that the more you target that client, the more that you're going to be able to attract that client. I want to share a story with you really quick about one of my clients. I have an amazing woman that came to me. She's very successful in her career and in her personal life. So why did she hire me? She hired me for one-on-one business mentoring because she recognized that as successful as she wasn't happy. So we had to dig deep and understand why. First and foremost, one of the biggest changes that she made is she implemented balance in her life. She recognized she was working 16 and 18 hours a day, and she wasn't enjoying her children, her grandchildren, her husband. The second thing we did is we implemented resources that I gave her into her business that made it more structured. And the third thing we did, she needed to hire a team. She was trying to be everything, and it's just not possible when you're running multiple businesses. I think the thing that touched me the most about this woman in one of our calls was that she realized most recently that she wasn't really understanding her value, and she needed to. So in one of our conversations, there were tears. And no, I don't make all my clients cry, I promise. And what I recognized and what she recognized was finally her value. She cut off a partnership, stood up straight, sat up straight, and realized her value. So I just wanted to mention that story because as women, we don't always know our value. So what now? What now? You know the 5 steps to turn your passion into a successful business. And that really is the difference between having a job and having a career. Work with a mentor to guide you every step of the way. The how is a big deal. The how and knowing and having someone that believes in you is going to help you turn that passion into a successful business. First thing that I wanted to mention to you in how is the Academy. The Academy, Your Passion, Your Business Academy, is a place where I'm going to allow only 10 to 12 women to be part of a 6-month course where you are going to be live with me twice a month, and you're going to be able to learn step by step from beginning to end how to turn your passion into a business. Now, you're also going to have the support of other women that are going through this journey with you through a Facebook group that you're going to be able to post questions, concerns, ask for resources. I will be there to answer those questions for you. I will be there to offer you those resources. So if you want to really think about it, imagine a group of women holding your hand and a mentor that has been an entrepreneur and has started multiple businesses from the ground up for over 20 years. If you're interested in the Academy, I want you to please go to this website, yourpassionyourbusiness.com, and go ahead and fill out an interest form, and we will jump on a call and make sure that it's a fit for you. The other way that you can get your passion turned into a business is one-on-one business mentoring with me. I take just a handful of women that I'm willing to work with one-on-one. We meet twice a month. We work specifically on your passion and your strengths instead of working in a group environment. So now, if you're interested in getting that one-on-one information, resources, energy, and working with me directly, this will be the way for you to go. How do you get about doing this? Go ahead and email me at galitempoweringyou@gmail.com, and I will reach out to you so we can jump on a call and talk further on if we are a fit to work together. The other way to work with me is through my workshops. At this time, I have my workshops locally in Las Vegas. At times, I do offer them online. The way that you can stay in the loop with my workshops is take a look on my website under workshops, and that'll give you further information. These workshops are based on working with you to pull out your strengths and work through your barriers and your fears and your resistance. If you're interested in any of these programs or working with me, I suggest you reach out to me through my email, fill out my discovery questionnaire, and we'll jump on a call to get clear on how I can empower you to succeed. How to stay connected. I post a lot of videos on my Facebook business page, Galit Empowering You. I am also on Instagram and Twitter. You can access all of my blogs for free through my website, GalitEmpoweringYou.com. I want to thank all of you for joining me, and I want to tell you that my wish for you, more than anything, is may all your dreams become your reality, and recognize that you don't have to do this alone. There is women out there just like me, and a support system that will help you succeed, will empower you, and will lift you up. And it is so important for you to recognize that with you continuing to say tomorrow, tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, ladies, tomorrow may not come. Tomorrow, you're going to find another reason that you're too busy. So you want to make sure you find the way to do what you love today